What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are all doing amazing today. Welcome to a very special episode of Mo on the Mic. I am your host, Mo from the Zoo, and I got a very special guest today. One of my boys from my hometown, man. We got a North Texas legend with us today, bro. My man T Gaines. Before we start, man, I just want to run down some of your accomplishments, man. We got two-time first team all district when you were at Denison High School. We have one-time all Sooner Athletic Conference freshman all first team, all Sooner Athletic Conference first team all defense. And then we have this year's Sooner Athletic Conference Defensive Player of the Year, bro. I'm gonna clap it up for you, bro. I got a little applause set up for you. Hold on. There you go. My God, man.
Thank you.
Super proud of you, bro. Everything that you're doing, man. It has been an honor to just, watch your journey. I'm so grateful that we crossed paths, bro, and just super proud of you, bro. You know what I'm saying? With finishing your college career out, graduating here soon. Just amazing, bro. How do you feel about, being done with your collegiate journey, bro?
I feel like my college career went a lot faster than my high school career. Uh,
Yeah.
it was a journey. Like starting when I first got there, from redshirting to barely playing. Like it was to defensive player of the year, having playing 30 minutes a game. It was a journey for sure. It's been a journey. I couldn't imagine like where I would be like 6 years ago before I got here. Like I would imagine spending 5 years at one school and then doing all this, going through all this adversity and stuff. And it's been a blessing really just to graduate and to say I played college basketball.
Nah, for real, bro. Cause I remember, I don't know if you remember one summer, I think it was going into your sophomore year, my junior year. We were at Denison High School and we were kind of just chopping it up about, where your position was at with the team. And you were like saying like, hey, I don't even know if I want to go back. You were saying, you were just so confused. And, you put your head down and you said, I'm going to go back and I'm going to, you know, I'm going to work harder. You didn't give up and you went back, bro, and you proved it, bro. You proved exactly who I knew you were. We all knew, you know, T Gaines could hoop, but you just had to prove it. And you know what I'm saying? Nothing is easy. And you showed that when you continue to put your head down and work and persevere, bro, you can achieve anything, And like you said, going from a red shirt to defensive player of the year, bro, that's amazing. That's insane, bro. And it's just like I said, it's just been an honor to watch you put that work in and where you at now to where you finna go in the future, bro. I'm still, be rooting for you, bro, always. And it's just a blessing. I did want to ask, bro, if you had any advice that you can give, if you could go back to your freshman self or even, anybody else that has the aspirations of playing college ball, what is, a piece of advice that you would give them as far as completing it from start to finish?
Kind of like what I said earlier, it's a journey. Like going into college, you're playing against 22, 23, 24 year olds. You're not playing against 16 and 17 year olds anymore. So it's like it's a new game. It's faster. People are stronger, taller. So it's all like you kind of have to find your role with the team and find like your strengths of basketball. And of course, you always want to work on your skills and in your game. But like I think going into college, you need to find a way to just get on the court,
Hmm.
and you do that by I think just the little things and then accepting your role and trying to be the best at your role. So I think my advice is just be ready to do anything to get on the court.
Yeah, be ready to help the team out in any way, shape, or form, bro. That's a lesson you could take in life too, because you know what I'm saying. Whatever role you got to play to help your team win is what you got to do,
Yeah,
and that's a great lesson to learn, And I think a lot of people struggle with that. I struggle with that coming into college, bro. I played 2 years JUCO. My first JUCO year, got first team all conference. I was averaging like 17, but we didn't win anything, bro. We won like three games. You know what I'm saying? And then, my second year went back. We recruited some more guys. My scoring dropped down to 10 points. I wasn't mad because we were winning. You know what I'm saying? And playing this game, bro, you got to sacrifice a lot. And it takes a lot of looking in the mirror and saying, you know what? Put the team above myself. And ultimately it's gonna work in your favor. So that's a great piece of advice. for anybody, looking to do anything in life. It goes bigger than, sports and stuff. So,
Yeah.
okay, cool, cool. So with your college career being over with, if you could look back on, the time you spent, what is one of your favorite moments or one of your most memorable moments that you can look back on and that you're going to take with you, going forward?
Uh, Probably this is gonna sound weird, but I think it'll probably be when my junior year, so last year I broke a bone in my elbow.
Okay.
So I sat for like 12 games, 12 straight games,
Mm,
and I came back. And I think the joy I had when I was coming back was probably like one of the best feelings. I put in my first home game. Everyone was cheering for me. I remember just who I won't take this for granted ever again. I think that probably be one of my favorite, like, what can I say, like looking outside in, like I won't take this game for granted ever again. Like my
no, for
favorite
sure.
career game would probably be like my first 20-point game in my career, which was like this year.
Wayland Baptist, right?
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
I had people back home texting me saying congrats on your career high. Um, I remember like someone sent me like the clip with the announcer, the commentator on the stream was talking about it. It was a special thing. I held the team's best player to shoot like 4 for 17. So it was one of my best career like complete games, 2-way games I've ever had. So I think that one would be pretty special considering like they were number one in the conference at the time or something like that. So it was a big game for us.
Yeah, yeah.
There was like, okay, I feel confident. I feel like myself right now. I want to keep this going and keep winning as a team.
Yeah, bro, that game was crazy. And like you said, when I saw the clips come out and you holding anybody below their scoring average, especially in college, is a feat in itself. So for you to, be recognized for that and still give them buckets, like you said, complete game, bro. And that was it a little bit more, was there a little bit more juice in your system? Because I think um, the guy from Pottsboro plays on Wayland Baptist, right?
Yeah,
He's from
Jackson.
our area too. So
Yeah.
would you chatting it up with him, talking crazy when you look at
Nah,
on the
I think
side?
he said something at the free throw line. He's like, "Bro, what do you want today?" I was like, "Bro, I don't even know. Like, I'm just hooping. Like, I felt free. It felt like kind of like high school. Like, you just go out there hooping and just kind of letting the game come to you.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just hooping, and then like it gets to a point where like, man, I just want to win this game. And I just happened to be scoring and guarding enough like to be affecting the game that much. So I was just like, he's just like, "What do you?" Is it at the free throw? I remember he's like, "Bro, what do you want?" I said, "Yo, I'm just trying to win. Y'all can beat us. I gotta stay locked in."
No, for real, man. Getting in one of those zones, it's hard to describe it. Like for people that haven't had a game like that, because I've had a few games like that, and it's really you just get in the zone and you just like you hear no noise. It's just you pretty much in the basket, bro, and everything feel good when it leave.
Yeah,
Everything, your move feel more fluently. Like everything just feels perfect.
I
And
didn't.
like,
I'm pretty sure I didn't even feel tired that game. I was like, "Yeah, don't." I'm telling my coach, "Hey, don't take me out. I'm good. I'm good." I was so locked in, and I'm like, "All right, let's go win the game." Like it was that time in the second half. I'm like, "Let's go win the game." But yeah, it's just like it's an undescribable feeling. You just getting that like everything's like kind of slowing down to your level, your speed.
mhm.
You just do what you've been doing for years, and it's a wonderful feeling in sports. I know like a lot of athletes can talk about their little flow state when they get in there when they're feeling high. So I know it's like a feeling you're always chasing too.
And especially with you being such a you know, defensive presence, it opens so much more on the offensive side of the ball, and that's something a lot of hoopers don't really understand. Because watching, growing up, you watch the NBA
Mm,
and you watch guys like KD and LeBron and Steph Curry that can go out there and get 60, and that's what you want to do. You want to emulate that. But in reality, especially with a slower game like college, because I feel like, I don't know if you could attest to this too. When I got to college, it was slower than high school as far as not the athletics or the athleticism of the guys, but as far as like the pace, because it's more thought out,
yeah,
way more methodical. And it took me a while to get that versus high school. If you're just better and bigger and stronger, just going to the basket on a guy,
yeah,
you know? So for you to be able to open up both sides of the floor, I know it starts on the defensive side of the ball, especially for you. Um, would you be able to say like that is a key component in getting your offensive, you know, game going is starting on the defensive side of the ball versus just trying to get hot shooting threes at the beginning of the game?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of want to set the tone as a team on the defensive end. I think more than offensive. So, like, if I'm matched up with the best offensive player for that game, because it flipped a lot, matchups and stuff like that, size, I think you kind of want to let them know, like, okay, you're here. And if I can give my team a little spark, like a steal to an open run, like a fast break, little layup, or a block, a route on the break, then, like, if they're getting going, then I know I'm going to get going. That's just basketball. It's just synergy. That's how things work. So I'm like, all right, how can I affect this team on this end and make sure we can have it with some more winning plays? So I think my mindset is if I can be the best talker, then I'll be the best talker for that possession. If I'm up there pressure 94, I'm making sure it's hell for the point guard to get the ball off, or if we're switching handoffs, I'm still up there pressuring the ball. So just like you kind of have to like time your like spark plays, I call them, like get the
Mm,
team in, and but like also like being smart about it too. I think that's
yeah.
like my biggest thing is like, okay, we need a play right here. Let me be the biggest talker, and then I'll go get this rebound, get this outlet, and we go score. And then sometimes it comes back to me, sometimes it doesn't, but that's part of it. That's just part of basketball.
Yeah, gives and takes, bro, for sure. I like that term though, spark plays. I never heard of that. That's something I might steal because I coach a little bit. I might steal that and let my players take your lingo. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We need a spark play. I like that for sure. Um, so what is something that you are going to miss about the game as far as, obviously you're going to miss playing, but is there a routine, is there a athletic trainer? I know you're probably going to miss your coach. I know you love your coach. Um, is what is something that, once you move on past this level that you're going to miss particularly the most?
Uh, that's yeah.
It's
Okay,
tough.
I know. There's probably a couple different things. I think more like the teammates I've had. That I don't know how it is at the other levels, but I know like I was with them every day for 8 9 months of the year.
Mm,
Every day we're grinding. We're Coach G's on us about boxing out. We're going through everything together, through thick and thin. And you get closer over the season, so I think I'll miss that. But hold on. I think probably I think like game days at home. It's just we didn't have like the biggest atmosphere, but when you know people and you just see faces and they are just supporting you no matter what, I think like that's just like it's unbelievable. Especially like my family didn't go to a lot of home games, so like I kind of have a family here,
mm.
and it's that support. It's just like man, and then they talk to you after the games. People wait for you outside the games, no matter if you win or lost. Beat some team by 20, lost by 20, doesn't matter. They waited for you after the game. I think the family here and the community part of it was big, and I love that a lot. Love that a
That's a,
lot. Yeah.
yeah, bro. That's a dope aspect, especially, I got I went to, what I'm saying, I went to JUCO and you went to, NAI school. That smaller atmosphere, you definitely get to connect more with the community because it's the same people coming to the home games.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the same people you see in the grocery store. It's the same people, you know, same the teachers. You get a way more intimate connection with the community. So it kind of makes you play harder because you're like, that's my family. It's kind of like you said, like your second family's watching you
Mhm.
play, not just an arena of, thousands of people. These are people that you've, shared energy with and, connected with outside of, just basketball. So that's
Yeah.
beautiful, man. And I know that's something I miss as well, playing at a smaller school. So I can definitely
Oh,
attest to that.
I think playing on a road when it's like your team versus everybody else, that's a great feeling, especially the road wins.
Yeah.
That's I remember playing at Evangel and I'm going blank. I think it's in Missouri. We it's like Thanksgiving break or something like that, or like it's on a break, so there's not a lot of people there. We're going. It's like we have one fan. It's just us, and we didn't play good the second half. It's a closer game than it should be. Then we come out with some spark plays, and I posted a clip of that on my Instagram. It was just like us getting hyped for just a loose ball. Like everyone's off the bench, and you love to see that, love to be a part of that. And then we end up
Yeah.
winning that game and getting in the locker room and celebrate. Just I think that was like one of the most fun I've had on the road winning a game. So I think, yeah, I'll put that as a close second. But playing at
Yeah.
home is just that was a different feeling.
Awesome, bro. Well, like I've said many times, you have had a extremely impressive high school and collegiate career, bro. Like I said, I'm, looking forward to watching what you do next. So what is that? What is the plan from going forward? I know you probably are just like, bro, let me breathe for a second. I just finished my career, but what's next, man, for you? And
Everyone's been asking me that. We finished the season what a month, a little less than a month ago, 3 weeks ago. Everyone's been asking me
yeah,
what's next. I mean, I want to keep hooping, man. You know how it is. Like you want to hoop until until your body says, nah, all right, you can't anymore. And I don't want to like get into the work first, and then like I can't, like I have some regret not trying to go hoop. Like I just want to try it. I'll try anywhere. I'll go overseas, try for the G League teams, whatever it is. I just want to keep trying to hoop. And things don't work out, they don't work out. But I don't want to go and with the rest of my life saying I wish I would have tried to do this. I think it's just like taking the steps, keep working out, keep talking to people, finding connections, finding places to hoop at to show my skill and that I want to do this. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes to win. I think that's what I mostly want to show is just to people who have connections of bigger teams, bigger leagues, and all that, and keep going. I mean, I hope my basketball journey's not over, but I know I'm done with like school ball. Like it won't be the same. Everything turns into a business after this. I understand that. So I think now is just time for the next chapter and just embrace it. I know it's gonna be a little harder. It's gonna be, it's just the world now. It's just I'm not
mm,
playing with my teammates where I'm guaranteed to practice or anything like that. But like it's just, I think that's the next chapter is just to keep hooping and keep chasing my dream.
yeah, bro. Don't give up on that dream, bro. You can definitely do it. I 100% believe in you, bro. I have a couple buddies that play overseas. One plays in Angola, I believe, and one plays somewhere in Europe. I would be more than happy to connect you guys just because they can give game on, what they went through,
Yeah,
because they've been in your shoes before. And that's what this is all about, helping the next person keep helping. Just like I'm sure you've, helped the guys younger than you at Mid American getting ready to take over the program next year. So be more than happy to connect you with those guys, bro. And, just keep your head down, keep working. You already know what to do, bro. You made it this far. And, I just can't wait to see what you do with it, bro. I'm proud of you, man. I really appreciate the time that you've carved out in your schedule for me. Before we go, though, you have a show as well that you do. If you
yeah,
want to talk about it, and let the people know what you got going on as far as planning for that as well.
yeah. I mean, I have a podcast I do. It's called Heart to Heart Stories. You can follow us on Instagram or Spotify, YouTube, all that. We kind of get a little more vulnerable with people about their stories and about why the way they are, how they got to this point in their life, and we kind of just sit down and have some open conversations with people. We kind of want to promote more community and more positivity with each other. And I go to a small school, so like we kind of wanted to like not be like strangers to each other because we see the same people every day. You know how it is. So
Yeah.
kind of want to promote that and get people's stories out there because everyone's story is a little different, but they all matter. So we kind of want to just get that out there. But yeah, you can check out our Instagram or our Spotify, Heart to Heart Stories. We do different things, stuff like that. Just give us a look.
All right, bro. Like you
I
heard the
got one
man.
question for you though, man.
What's going on, bro?
Bro, what did you miss about college basketball?
Ah, man, what do I miss about college hooping, bro? I would say, damn, I wasn't expected to answer no questions. I would say what I miss is more off the court stuff, man. I miss just the grind with the guys. Like playing for me was always the easy part. Cause at the end of the day, it's just hooping. And I played JUCO, so like you're kind of just trying to get out. So
Yeah,
you go out, you just gonna go out there and hoop. but the grind of just, being in those dorms and being in
Yeah,
the trenches with your guys, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
y'all figuring out together because you kind of, like you said, form new brotherhoods and y'all growing up together. Y'all are becoming grown men together. So it's just like I miss those late nights, just not knowing what to do. As crazy as that sounds, the journey of figuring out college hoops was a lot more fun than once you just, out there, you know what I'm saying? And figuring out your role and looking in the mirror and having to humble yourself. So I definitely missed the figuring out and the process of becoming a college hooper. I say I missed that the most, bro.
I think when people ask me like how school was and like your journey, I said probably the best memories and stories I have are for stuff off the court.
Yeah.
Like you said, together in the dorms, just growing up, just being teammates, doing some dumb stuff. So just having a good trying to figure it
Eat,
out
eating chicken and rice and noodles every night.
every night.
Yeah.
Us going to late night gas station rooms because we're
Yeah,
bored.
man.
It's just like stuff like that. Like so off the court is just like that right there. Like the relationships you build, like some of those won't ever fade. So it's just like that is like something I'm struggling right now to like accept that like okay I won't be with these dudes every day anymore. Like we're gonna go to our on all our separate ways doing different things in life. So I think that's what I'm trying to learn to accept and realize okay I have to do the same thing. I have to keep going. But yeah, I felt you on the off the court the grind. The grind
Yeah.
is special.
The grind is special, bro. Last thing, man. Like I said, North Texas legend, Denison legend, man. When you get back to the crib, what you eating first? What's the first spot you going to?
Oh, back to the crib. Oh no, back to the crib. There's a couple spots I can hit the rig.
Okay.
Uh, can't go wrong with mom's cooking. It's been a while.
Yeah, mama's cooking always gonna hit.
Oh man,
You be in Denison, you ain't gonna come have no city limits, no
no,
Chicken Express, none of
I,
that.
I'm from Denison. I can't. It's Sherman's cool and all, but I can't be seen over there too often.
I'm dead, man.
I'm I'm taking Wattenberger on Morton Street. Have you ever been there?
Yeah, Watsonburger. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I,
Watsonburger cool.
yeah. I'm going for a good burger. I got to. I got to.
For sure, bro. Well, like I said, man, I appreciate the time that you gave me in your schedule to have this interview, bro. And as always, be in touch, bro. And it's always love, 100%, man.
Man, I appreciate you, man. For real, keep doing
Uh,
you, man. Keep doing you.
For sure. I'll see you soon, bro. Love.